In this movie, I'm going to explain an amazing tool for organizing your classes. Let's say you have a whole bunch of different ActionScript classes that you've written and you'd like to have a location on your hard drive where you save them, rather than copying and pasting them every single time you want to use them in the same folder as your FLA file. In your FLA file, you can specify a folder where Flash can look for classes so you can simply import them in at runtime instead of having to copy and paste the ActionScript files over. Let me show you how that works in this movie. These exercise files can be found in the 5-8 folder inside of the Chapter 5 exercise files folder. What I did for this exercise is I moved the Fun Button FLA file to my desktop. So inside of my desktop, I have a folder called AS3 Classes. Inside of there is a folder called Todd. Inside of there is a folder called Classes. And in the Classes folder is my funbutton.as folder. So this folder on my desktop could represent your ActionScript 3 Classes folder anywhere on your hard drive, and you can have it be organized in different folders any way that you want. Going back to Flash. So because I moved my Fun button, all of my code's going to be a little bit out of whack. So if I test the movie right now, I'm going to get all kinds of error messages. Type was not found, not a compile time instance, call to a possibly undefined method. All this stuff has gone wrong. So I'm going to close this. So I need to do a few different things to access my classes. The first thing we're going to do is go into the Properties Inspector. If you do not see Publish Settings, you can click in the gray area off the stage, then select Publish Settings, then select Flash, and then near ActionScript Version, where it says ActionScript 3.0, there's a button called Settings. Click that button. At the bottom of this window, you can see a class path area. That's the path where Flash will look for all of your ActionScript files. So let's click this Target button so we can browse to a path. I'm going to select the AS3 Classes folder on my desktop. So desktop, AS3 Classes. You can copy this AS3 Classes folder anywhere on your hard drive, or you can even create a new one. It will all work the same. So choose OK, and click OK here. And then click OK one more time. So now we have a class path specified. If I save the file and test the movie, I'm still running into problems. So let's go over all those problems. First thing is I'm going to have to right-click on MC Border and select Linkage. Select Export for ActionScript. Now you don't have to do this every time you publish a movie, but if you were working along from the last movie, then you wouldn't need to check Export for ActionScript again. But in this one, we have to do it, so if you're working from this file, you should be able to check Export for ActionScript. So let's leave class MC Border the same. So if we set our base class to Fun Button, with capital B for button, click OK. We run into this error and it says one will automatically be generated in the Swift file on export. I'm going to click Cancel. Then it says definition base class could not be found in the class path. So something is wrong in my class path. In order to navigate to Fun Button, I need to go to Todd, that's inside of my AS3 Classes folder, and then dot, and inside of that folder I have a folder called Classes, and then dot, and after there is my Fun Button file. So if I type Fun, and then Button with a capital B, then click OK, I don't get any problems. Sweet. Let's go to our buttonclass.as file. I'm going to need to change import Fun Button to import Todd.classes.funbutton. So let's click right before Fun Button and type Todd.classes, and then a dot. Now test the movie. Still something wrong. The symbol definition for base class of Fun Button was not found. Okay, so there's some sort of problem there. Funbutton.as, we're running to a problem. It must subclass movie clip. All these problems. Let me show you what the problem is. I'm going to save this file. Then I'm going to File, Open. Then I'll navigate to my desktop, AS3 Classes folder, Todd Classes, and then open up Fun Button. When you bury an ActionScript file in a whole bunch of folders, you need to specify in the package area the path to this file. So after the word package on line 1 of my funbutton.as file, I'm going to type a space. And then I'm going to type Todd dot classes. That means this file can be found in the Todd folder and then in the classes folder. This will enable us to communicate with this file from anywhere on our hard drive, and it'll export all this information when I run the file. So let's just save this funbutton.as, go back to buttonclass.as, verify that both files are saved, both the ActionScript files, the FLA file is okay, and then test the movie, and you should get the border. Nice. So that is how you use that extremely useful tool. By putting my ActionScript files all in one folder somewhere, I can recycle all of my content without having to copy my ActionScript files. Extremely useful. When you're doing it, again, make sure to set up the class path in the publish settings. Make sure to type the class path in any movie clips in the linkage area that are going to use that class. Then you need to make sure when you import the class that you use the class path. And then, in the class file itself, make sure you specify the class path that this file is located in. And that's how to set up a class path.